Hey there, and welcome back to The Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging headfirst into a topic that, honestly, might sound a little out there at first. We're talking about renting yourself out as a friend. Yeah, I know. You might even seen headlines about this or, like, scrolled past something online that made you kind of stop. Probably sounds like some kind of, I don't know, weird internet thing, right? But trust me, our sources, they confirm this is a very real side hustle. It's actually gaining some serious traction. And it's a lot more nuanced, maybe more insightful than it sounds. So our mission today is to really explore the ins and outs of this unexpected phenomenon. We're going to dive deep into our source material, figure out how it actually works, why people are doing it, both the renters and the ones being rented, and maybe what it kind of reveals about connection. Modern connection, in our world today. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and what's really striking right off the bat, this isn't just some fringe activity happening in the shadows. Our sources, they show actual established platforms, places like RentAFriend, Papa, even some, general gig apps are starting to get into this space. So it's a structured service, not just some random corner of the internet.
Right. It's definitely not what you might first picture. So maybe we should clarify, what kind of interactions are we actually talking about here? Because the sources are super clear on this point. It's not, sketchy companionship or anything inappropriate. We're talking about genuine platonic presence, strictly non-romantic, non-sexual, just friendly interaction.
Exactly, platonic. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really points to something pretty profound, a real shift. Our sources suggest it's not just about, say, simple loneliness. It's maybe more about the fragmentation of traditional social setups. We're seeing fewer community groups, maybe. The rise of remote work, obviously. And even, a generational thing in how younger adults form friendships compared to how it used to be. I mean, the fact that people are willing to pay, $20 to $50 an hour in some cities just for someone to hang out with them. That says a lot about this evolving social landscape.
Wow, 20 to 50 bucks an hour just to be present.
Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting value proposition.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder then, what qualities are people looking for in these rentable friends? And are the sources clear on whether this is actually a healthy way to meet that need? Or could it maybe paradoxically make it harder for people to form those organic connections down the line?
That's a really key question. And the sources, they don't really give a hard, healthy or unhealthy judgment. Not really. But they do emphasize that for many, it fills an immediate gap, a specific one. Picture this scenario, something the sources describe. Someone just moved to a new city, feeling totally overwhelmed, isolated, right? So they use this service to find someone just to navigate the subway with them, grab a slice of pizza, just to feel a bit of normalcy, familiarity. It's like a temporary bridge.
Okay, a temporary bridge. So who's on the other side then? Who are the people offering themselves up as a paid friend?
Well, the sources suggest it works really well for people who are just naturally social or, really good listeners, active listeners. But interestingly, even introverts are finding success by offering quiet company, maybe coworking together, studying side by side, or just sharing a coffee in comfortable silence. It kind of points to the diverse needs for connection, right? And so diverse ways to meet them. And for the people offering the service, the sources highlight a few motivations beyond just the money. Some genuinely find it fulfilling, providing a needed service. Others really like the flexibility, extreme flexibility for their schedules. And a few even use it as a sort of low-stakes way to practice their own social skills or explore new parts of their city through these, different meetups.
Huh. And it's not just generic hanging out either, right? Our sources talk about some people really finding a niche, which kind of shows how specific these social needs can get. You hear about friends for anime nights or board game sessions or travel buddies, even workout accountability partners, stuff like that. Guess if I'm terrible at board games, that niche is out for me then.
Huh. Probably. But what's really compelling here, I think, is the underlying value. You're not just being paid for your time, right? You're being paid for connection itself. And while just being there might sound simple, doing it well, that often takes a surprising amount of soft skills. Active listening, empathy, being able to adapt to different people, which is why our sources highlight, not everyone is naturally cut out for it. In a world that, let's face it, often feels lonelier or more fragmented, that simple human connection, it's become a really valuable commodity.
But, okay, there's got to be a word of caution too, right? From the sources. Safety must be a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. First and foremost, they really emphasize using secure platforms, vetting who you meet, making sure meetups are in public places, definitely, and, never ignoring your gut feeling, basic safety stuff.
Right. It's a real side hustle, but like any gig economy job, You got to be smart and safe.
Totally. And while it's not presented as like a long-term retirement plan or anything, it is highlighted as a surprisingly human and often kind of fun way to earn some side income. There's even the potential, as our sources note, that you might actually come out of it with a new genuine friend yourself, kind of blurring the lines between a paid interaction and, well, authentic connection.
So what does this all mean then? When we really look at this whole phenomenon, renting yourself out as a friend, it kind of boils down to one core idea, doesn't it? Connection. Just connection itself has become like a truly valuable commodity.
Yeah, and if we connect that to the bigger picture, it really underscores a fundamental human need, a need that maybe isn't always being met, not in our increasingly digital, sometimes pretty isolated world. The fact that people are actually willing to pay for companionship, for someone to simply be present. That speaks volumes, I think, about a societal desire for more immediate, tangible human interaction.
It really does. It's quite something. So I guess the question for you listening is, what does this unusual side hustle say about the true worth of the connections you already have in your own life? And maybe, does it shed light on new ways, perhaps unconventional ways we might seek out or even just appreciate that invaluable human presence? Is definitely something profound to think about as we all navigate our own social landscapes.